5 ways to make money in real estate as real estate investor, also known as how to make money in real estate. There are 5 ways. Real estate is a great vehicle to make money and wealth as well, because it's object property. It's not with your time. It's a great vehicle to make money and also build wealth. And you can also make it active, and that's why I'm going to cover 5, in which some are passive, some are active. Um, so what I mean by that is, because it's not tied with your time like a service, depending on what you choose, you can do it active or passive. And as you know, if you have a house and you're renting it out, it's passive income. That's pretty much everybody understands. Um, so I'm going to cover 5 ways to make money with real estate as a real estate investor. And by investor, it doesn't mean that you need to have all the money, because some type of ways, there are some type of ways in which you don't need to put money up front. And that's why you still call yourself as an investor, because you're kind of making deals happen. So the number one way is to do wholesale real estate. So this is where you are getting an option to buy a property from some seller, and you're trying to find a buyer. So essentially you are getting an option, but you're not buying it upfront. So that way you are more like a marketing here. It's more like a market maker. If you know stocks, and there's options on stocks where you have an option to buy, but not exactly you should. It's the same thing. So basically, any type of investing in real estate usually has to have some motivated seller, somebody who has to sell and they have motivated. They're not the normal person who are like they want to get the exact market price, and that's where you as an investor or you as a professional can come and add value there. So the wholesale real estate is where you find a motivated seller and then try to find a buyer, and if they both, if it works out, you make a profit and both are happy. And in terms of motivated seller, whether you they are usually due to financial hardships, or they can't pay taxes, or there are some other issues going on, and they need to sell it quick. They can't wait for 3 months to sell. So that's one type. The other type of like where the property is run down, or people who have dispute in the family and they want to just sell it quick. And there's probate. There are a lot of other ways, but basically it comes down to somebody who wants to sell and get out, and you go as an investor and try to figure out how to make it work. So the number one is wholesale real estate, where you get the contract from the seller and you find a buyer. Number two is investing in real estate for yourself. That is, if it's a good deal and you have experience, and you can put your money down to buy property and invest in yourself. Now, if it's from a motivated seller, obviously they want cash, so you have to figure that out. And there are a lot of ways, and it's a lot complex, but this is a very basic, simple introduction. So with that, you can invest it for yourself, either through either a normal house, like everything good condition, and you buy it with a down payment and get a loan, or you can buy it from a motivated seller and hope to get it like discounted, and then maybe you do some fix ups, because probably it has some work to do, because that's where you get the value, and then you add the value by fixing it up. uh, so that's number two, investing in for yourself. You put your own money. And three is buy and sell real estate. So in terms of investing versus buy and sell, when you're buying it for yourself, investing, you're probably going to hold it for long term for rental income. That's why it's investing. And when you say buy and sell real estate, it's more like a trader. If you think of stocks, the people who buy and hold for long term, 5 years, 3 years, or 10 years, that's investing. And the people who are like trading for a few days, a week, or even a day. So this is like buy and sell real estate is more like a trader. So they buy a property and maybe they do some fix up, or they hold for some time, like few months to less. And depending on what they're doing with it, they sell it, flip it quick for profit. That's like active, because you're doing everything active. It's not so passive. And the other third one is, actually fourth one is sell others real estate. That is, become an agent or a broker. Now, as an agent or a broker, you probably need to get some license depending on what type of deals you're doing. But if you get advanced and you do owner financing and other type of like complicated like other structures, You don't need a license, and you when you get that level, you probably don't need a license. But if you're just starting out, being a real estate broker, agent is probably a great way, because you get to know a lot of things, basics, and later on you figure out it can add up your skills. And if you find a good one, you can buy it for yourself. That's a good thing about it. And the fifth one is managing real estate for others. That is, you have other people who are buying properties and they want somebody to manage them for them. It could be a simple example, can be out of state investors. Somebody from out of state, they want to invest and they want to manage, and you're in the local area, so you can manage the property for them, take care of tenant payments and tenant issues, and also evictions. So if they don't pay, and so all the things that come up with, so you pretty much manage everything for them, and you get a percentage fee if it's your own thing. But if you're working as a job, you get probably pay, and because you can also work as a job as a real estate property management. But here, as a running your own, if you are managing it for others, you can get a percentage fee. So this fifth way. So to recap, first is wholesaling real estate. Second is investing in real estate for yourself. Third is buying and selling, like a trader, flipping. Fourth is be a real estate agent broker. It is marketing others real estate. Fifth one is managing others real estate, and getting monthly payments, percentage rents. So there are five ways, and obviously some are very active, some are passive, some build wealth, some give quick cash like buy and sell. I know it's not a full, it's a small good introduction, but any type of real estate investor usually does have some risks, because you have to be know what you're doing, and depending on what you are, how much you know about the area, it all impacts. But there is no thing like everybody makes money. It's not true, because you can lose money also in real estate. So it's not true that everybody makes money, although in a good market, yes. So you should know, understand what you're doing. But this is good example to start. And one other thing, I want to compare real estate investors versus stock market, because stock market is very efficient. Like, that is all the public out there and everybody knows the price is liquid, but real estate is not so. And that's where you come in and as add value with your marketing or with your team, depending on where you are and what you're doing. So that's where the value add comes in. And if you're just a normal retail buyer and you just want to buy a home for yourself, you could still learn all these things, and maybe you can buy a little smarter. So always educating yourself helps. Hope this is something useful. Those are the five ways to make money with real estate, and also build wealth. Some of them build wealth, like the buy and hold, investing in real estate.